I can't blame the incompetent person, but I can only blame the person who gave the incompetent person the job. Y'all heard me say this on a plethora of videos. At the end of the day, you can come and argue what this man did, what this man didn't do. He didn't put on a condom. At the end of the day, that is your body and your choice to not have that man put on a condom. We can go all day on the dudes. We can. We can do it. I can start a whole nother channel going at these dudes. But guess what won't change? You know? The mindset of the women that decide to lay down with these Pookie and so-called Ray Rays. You see? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Dutch, the Black Non-Democrat. And if you're finding my channel on YouTube for the very first time and you enjoy this content, please make sure that you hit that like button so someone else can enjoy the content as well. And if you really enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this video started right now. Why do I focus so much on woman accountability? Why, Dutch? Why do I talk about women constantly on the channel, holding them accountable for the decisions that they make, the poor decisions that they make? Why do I do this? Why do I come up here on this channel every day to give my opinion on what I think should happen in our community? Why do I blame the women for all of this destruction in the black community? Do I think women are, doing this on purpose? I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a lot of things and trinkets that the government, that Democratic Party, likes to vote for all year, every year. Welfare. The more babies you have, the more money you get. This child support system that you don't even have to be the father. You don't even have to be the biological father to be accountable. There you go, that word again. To be accountable for the financial stability of the child. See, I talk about these cases. I talk about this from a man's point of view on holding women accountable. I talk about that because of this, you guys. At the end of the day, we have to understand that women hold the gate. They have this gate. It is a gate. And whoever goes through that gate is getting allowed to go through that gate. And if, the man, punched that gate down, we all know that's the R word, and we're not talking about that. But it is a gate. It's a gate for sex. You see? And at the end of the day, I read a book long time ago, and it's called As a Man Thinketh. And when I read that book, you guys, before I read that book, I used to blame everybody for everything I did. I swear, you guys can ask anybody that know me. It was somebody else's fault all the time, every time, you see? And as I got into that book and read that book and understood what that book was telling me, it was basically holding me accountable. It told me that every circumstance that you come upon in your life is based upon a decision that you make. See, when I read that book, I got mad. I got really mad because, again, I was the person who blamed everybody. I pointed the finger. Yeah, I'll take a little bit of the blame, but man, this wouldn't happen if this didn't happen. You see? And that book tells me, look, that's bullshit. At the end of the day, you made the decision to do what you wanted to do. You made these decisions. That book tells me 99.9% of the things that I go through in life, my circumstances and my conditions, is based upon me. And I put that book down and I was mad. I was like, wow, whoa, I can't take that. And then, a couple of weeks later, I had to pick this book back up. But I didn't pick the physical book back up. I listened to it on YouTube. It's 53 minutes, you guys. Quick a quick drive to work. You know, I drive to work. It's about an hour and 10 minutes. So I listen though, and I comprehend stuff better from listening to it other than reading it. See, when I'm reading it in my voice, you know, and I don't want to hear my voice saying these things. But I heard this guy with this masculine voice on that audiobook tell me about myself. Tell me about it's no one's fault on the conditions that you are in. Your mind manifests your conditions, you see? And ever since I read that book, I said to myself, you know what? Every woman out here holds the key to life and sex. At the end of the day, boo-boo, I don't care if that man got you, he tricked you, or whatever. At the end of the day, when I get pulled over and I did something that I know I shouldn't have done or didn't even know I could not do, you see? And that cop pulls me over and says, do you know why I pulled you over? I'm saying, no, I don't. Well, you did this. Well, officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that. Well, you took the license test, didn't you? Yes, I did. Well, you should have known. Ignorance is not an excuse, okay? So here's your ticket. And you know what's the ticket for these women? A baby that they made the decision to have. And they made the decision to lay down with this guy. See, I can't blame the incompetent person, but I can only blame the person who gave the incompetent person the job. Y'all heard me say this on a plethora of videos. At the end of the day, you can come and argue what this man did, what this man didn't do. He didn't put on a condom. At the end of the day, that is your body and your choice to not have that man put on a condom. We can go all day on the dudes. We can do it. I can start a whole nother channel going at these dudes. But guess what won't change? You know? The mindset of the women that decide to lay down with these Pookie and so-called Ray Rays. You see? And they wonder why I focus so much on woman accountability. Because accountability breeds responsibility. And just like that book, As a Man Thinketh, said, you are not your circumstances. Your circumstances only reveal who you are, okay? If I see you with 2 kids and you got 2 baby daddies and you're not with neither one of them, that circumstance literally tells me who you are. But we can't shame that woman. That woman got left. She got left with those kids, right? But she decided to have those kids. Make it make sense. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor for coining that. A lot of people use it, but don't nobody give him his props. I do. At the end of the day, people, we have to understand that the only way we can fix this issue or fix this trauma is to not try to put a Band-Aid on it and not try to address the symptoms. And the symptoms is these dudes leaving. The problem is women picking these dudes to set them up for them to leave. You see? You guys got to start understanding. It's not about the snake. It's about the head of the snake. You see? You chop the head of the snake off, that's it. And chopping the head of the snake off represents women being held accountable for the decisions that they are making. That's all I got. Y'all go down in the comments section and I will continue to spit this knowledge. I will continue to explain why I do what I do. And at the end of the day, YouTube is trying to, not monetize my videos, but I do want to get paid for the hours that I put in. So if you ever want to sponsor a video or just donate to the mission of the channel, it is right here, baby. Cash App Dutch the Creator, because that's what I do. I create the atmosphere for thought, thinking, logic, and common sense, and reason. Y'all stay unplugged from false narratives. I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace and be safe.